Megan Wright, the old lady.
Liam Kendall, Delio. Connor Davies, Antonio.
Sean Robinson, Bossler.
Shannon Sherman, the Duchess.
You come from painting now?
From what?
Why, from your scurvy-faced physic, to behold thee not painted inclines somewhat near a miracle. There was a lady in France that, having the smallpox, flayed the skin off her face to make it more level. And whereas before she looked like a nutmeg grater, after she resembled an abortive hedgehog.
Do you call this painting?
No, but you called it green of an old morphewed lady, to make her disemboweled again. There's a rough cast face to your plastic.
Seems you're well acquainted with my closet, sir.
One would suspect it for a shop of witchcraft. To find it in the fat of serpents, spawn of snakes, a Jew's spittle, and their young children's old germ. And all this for the face. I would sooner eat a dead pigeon taken off the soles of the feet of one sick of the plague than kiss one of you fasting. I do wonder, do you not yawn yourselves? Observe my meditation now. What thing in this outward form of man can be beloved? We account it ominous. If nature does produce a colt, or fawn, or lamb, or goat, or any limb resembling man, fly from it! Fly from it, a prodigy! Man stands amazed to see his deformities in any other creature but himself. And though in our flesh we do bear diseases, with their true names taken from beasts, the most ulcerist wolf and swinish measle, yet we are eaten alive of lice and worms, and though continually we bear about us a rotten and dead body, we delighted to hide it in our rich tissue. All our fears, nay, all our terrors, least our physician should put us in the ground to be made sweet. Now go, I have a work on foot. I observe our Duchess is sick in days. She pukes, her stomach seeks, the fins of her eyes are the most seamen blue. She wanes in cheek and waxes fat eye flanks, and, contrary to our Italian fashion, wears a loose-bodied gown. There's something in it, and I have a trick that may chance discover it. A pretty one. I have apricots, the first that spring yields.
And so long since married. You amaze me. Let me seal your lips forever. Or did I think that anything but the air could keep these words from you? I should have wished you had no at all. Now, sir, in your contemplation, you studying to become a great wise fellow?
Oh, sir, the opinion of wisdom is a foul tetter that runs all over a man's body. If simplicity directs us to have no evil, it directs us to a good being. For the subtlest folly proceeds the subtlest wisdom. Shall I be simply honest?
I do understand your inside.
Do you so?
Because you do not appear to seem to the world. Puffed up in your preferment, you continue this out-of-fashion melancholy. Leave it! Leave it!
Oh, let me be honest in any phrase or compliment whatsoever. Shall I confess myself to you? I look no higher than I can reach. For when a man's mind rides faster than his horse can gallop, they both quickly tire.
You do not look up to heaven. But I think the devil that rules in the air stands in your light.
Oh, sir, you are Lord Absalom, chief man to the Duchess. Say, your duke was your German cousin removed. Say, were you lineally descended from Lord Pepin, or he himself? What of this?
Your arm, Antonio. Do I not grow fat? I am exceeding short-winded. Bossman, I would have you, sir, provide for me a litter such as the one as the Duchess of Florence rode in.
The Duchess's won when she was great of child.
I think she did. Come, hither, mount my rug. Here when? Thou art such a tedious lady, and thy breath smells of lemon pills. Would thou hadst done? Shall I swoon under thy fingers? I am so troubled with the mother.
You're too much.
I have heard you say that the French courtiers wear the hat on for the king.
I have seen it.
In the present.
Yes.
Why should not we bring up that fashion? 'Tis ceremony more than duty that consists in the removing of a piece of felt. Be you an example to the rest of the court. Put your hat on first.
You must pardon me. I have seen in much colder countries than in France the nobles stand bare to the prince, and the distinction be thought shewed reverently.
I have a present for your grace.
For me, sir?
Apricots, madam. First at spring yields.
Oh, sir, where are they? I've heard of none to year.
Good, her colour rises.
Indeed, I thank you, sir. They are wondrous fair ones. What an unskilful fellow our gardener is. We shall have none this month.
Will your grace not pardon?
No, they taste of musk, methinks. Indeed they do.
I know not, yet I wish your grace had pardoned them.
Why?
I forgot to tell you. The knave gardener, only to raise his profits the sooner, did ripen them in horse dung.
Oh, you jest. You shall judge. Pray, taste one.
Indeed, madam. I do not love the fruit.
Sir, you are loath to rob us of our dainties. 'Tis a delicate fruit. They say they are restorative.
To say, pretty odd this grafting.
'Tis so, a bettering of nature.
To make a pepin grow upon a crab, if they smell a black fawn, how greedily she eats them, like a whirlwind striking these broad farthingales. And, but for that, and the loose-bodied gown, I should have discovered apparently a young squiggle cutting a gaper in the bevy.
Indeed, I thank you, Bosler. They were right good ones. They do not make me sick.
How now, madam?
This green fruit and my stomach are not friends. How they swell me.
You are too much swelled already.
Oh, I am in extreme cold sweat. Why? To my chamber. Oh, good Antonio, I fear I am done.
Lights there, lights! Oh, my trusty devil! We are lost. I fear she has fallen into labour and there's left no time for her remove. Have you prepared those ladies to attend her and procured that politic safe conveyance for the midwife your Duchess plotted? I have. You son of this forced occasion! Give out the bustler's poison with these apricots. That will give us some colour for her keeping close. Fie, fie. The physicians will then flock to her. Ah, for that you may pretend that she's procured some antidote of her own, lest the physician should re-poison her. I am lost in amazement. I have no words to think on.
So, there's no question but her most tetchinous and vulgarous eating of the apricots are apparent signs of breeding. Now,
I am in haste, sir.
there was a young waiting woman with a monstrous desire to see a glass house. And it was only to know what strange instrument it was that should swell glass to fashion a woman's belly.
No more talk of this glass house. You're still abusing women.
Who, I? No. Now and then, by who did mention your vanities. The orange tree bears ripe, with green fruit and blossoms all together. Some of you put out for compliments, but more for precious reward. Didn't thou never study the mathematics?
What's that, sir?
How to know how to make many light meet in one centre. Now go, give your goddaughters good counsel, and tell them the devil takes delight to hang a woman's girdle. Like a false, rusty watch, she cannot discern how time passes by.
fares it with the Duchess? She is exposed and to the worst of pain, torture, and fear. Speak to her. All happy comfort. Oh, how I do play the fool with mine own danger. You are tonight, my dear friend, to post to Rome. Your service lies in my life. Do not doubt me. Oh, 'tis far from me. And yet fear presents me somewhat that looks like danger.
Believe it. 'Tis but the shadow of your fear, no more. How superstitiously we mind our evils. The crossing of a hair, the throwing down of salt, the stumbling of a horse, bleeding at nose, or singing of a cricket. Or how it daunt the whole man in us. Sir, fare you well. I wish you all the joys of a blessed father, and for my faith, let me leave this unto thy breast. Old friends, like old swords, still are trusted best.